We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples.
Welcome to George Vanier's graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. My name is Jeffrey Caton, and while I may look like a sportscaster on the Sports Center, I am in fact honored to serve as the principal of George Vanier Secondary School. I am happy that our Vanier family can come together, albeit in a virtual format, for today's celebration. As a caregiver, a relative, a friend, or an educator of one of our graduating students, you are bearing witness to an exceptional moment in their lives. To each of you in the graduating class, welcome and congratulations. This is your moment, and this moment has been a long time in the making. When you started your journey, who among us could have imagined the challenges that lay ahead? Not only have you conquered the academic hurdles to earn your high school diploma, you have grown emotionally, and you have done so through a global health crisis not seen in 100 years. As your principal for a short period of time, I have come to see why George Vanier is a special place to learn and grow. Without the contribution of this graduating class over the last 4 years, Vanier would not be what it is today. We have the first graduating cohort of STEM Plus, students taking sail, leaving in their wake a legacy of change for the better and academic achievement. They join the rest of the graduating class, where each of you have done an extraordinary job of earning your Ontario Secondary School diploma. You have done so with compassion, grace, enthusiasm, and an enduring drive to make the world you inherit a better place for all of us. I know this is not the last that we will hear or see of these wonderful examples of the best of us. I look forward to saying proudly many times over, they are George Vanier alumni, and we knew they could do it. Thank you to the graduating class. Thank you to your teachers who worked and struggled with you. And thank you to your caregivers whose untold sacrifices and enduring love have guided this group of young leaders to high school graduates. On behalf of George Vanier Secondary School, may you always consider Vanier home, and that you come back and visit and share with us the stories of your successes. We wish you all the best on your new journey and adventure. Congratulations on your graduation.
What up, Vanier grads? You made it. You graduated in the middle of a pandemic and all the craziness that you had to go through this year. But you hung in there, you persevered, and now it's over. And now the reward. Your diploma, high school diploma, you made it. You did it. That was all you. And listen, I got some advice for you. I'm going to spit it in the form of a poem. For those of you that have had the pleasure of taking Miss Davidson's English class before, you may know this poem, but for those of you that haven't, this will be brand new, but the message is for all of you anyways, and the poem is called The Race. So here it goes. Many were born ready, but yet forget to get set and go. Down in the starting blocks of life, our reaction to the guns seems slow. We hear the bang, see the smoke, but instead of going for broke, we choke. As the human race starts without us, we sit back, quarrel, complain, and cussing and refrain, discuss how them cats got off to a better start than me. They got two parents. All I got at home is moms and me. And the problems we see in a day, they wouldn't see in a year. Yo, this race can't be fair. How come my hurdles look higher than theirs? I've been training on metro housing stairs while their plush facilities enhance their agility and upward mobility. Leaving me gasping for air. Running my laps in despair. Hoping those gaps disappear between me and the closest competitor. Maybe he'll be a doctor or a newspaper editor. But as for me, yo, I don't know about all that, cause math is hard still and reading's kinda whack, so I'll just stay back, chill with my friends and have fun. Only time I'll move is when Sean Paul says for take a run. Problem with that, black, is you won't stay forever young, and sure as the rising sun, you regret some things you've done, so my advice is quite precise and it starts with step 1. Keep your eyes on the prize, never sell out or compromise. Be humble and wise. The man who always fails never tries. He never tries. Now step 2, I need y'all to be careful of who's running with you, because if they ain't positive, you need to sprint and leave your crew. Now step 3, avoid the approach of a coach named jealousy and a trainer named envy, as they pretend to be giving you tips to defeat your enemies. In the end, you'll see the time it takes to hate will make waste and not haste, and time waits for no man, fast or slow man. So now I hand the baton to you. See, this race is a relay, and someday you could teach your kids what to do. True, there's a thirst for first, but speed and greed won't help you take the lead. It's endurance and stamina that separates pros from amateurs and determines who succeeds in the race. Take that advice with you. No matter what haters or what other people have to say, just keep persevering, keep pressing forward, reach your goals, do your thing. One love.
when you first walk into the building, you'll notice that the way it's not only is like the architecture just different compared to other schools, it is a very open space, but there's also the fact that the building is decorated with pieces and all sorts of pieces by students. The display cases are filled with different things that are going on around the school. There's a strong presence of the student council at our school, much like other schools, in unique ways, and there's artwork on the walls regardless of whether it's considered like aesthetically pleasing art, and there's just a strong presence of the types of students that are there at the time and have been there in the past.
So from my experience, I joined a lot of sports, and one thing that I've noticed for the most part is like you think that sports can be really competitive, you know, tryouts and everything, but for the majority of Vanier's teams, they're walk-ons, and coaches mostly care about, you know, if you show up to practice, if you put the effort in. And I think that it kind of helps people feel included and just want to be there. Like if I walk into the building, you know, I hope to see someone that I'm friends with, that I have memories with.
Found that multiple times when I needed something while walking to school, you know, students were like right there in order to help me and everything. And I feel like the whole, like, I guess, environment surrounding the students is that they're always willing to help those, you know, people in the building. I've done it multiple times. I've seen other students do it multiple times. I've been helped multiple times, and you know, it doesn't matter what situation a student's in, they're always willing to help out other students or other adults in the building, whatever the situation, whatever the, you know, circumstances may be.
At lunchtime at Vanier pre-COVID, so kids would, some kids in the cafeteria, some kids go to Pliant Plaza, but a lot of kids would sit in the hallways just around the school. And sometimes I would just walk around the school and I would see just different groups of students hanging out. And it was just really interesting seeing how in a lot of the groups, it wasn't just one, you could tell there were different personalities there. There were different types of people from different backgrounds there. So it seemed really welcoming and seemed like a community.
When you walk in there, it's like Lily mentioned, it's the people a lot of the time. But Vanier really gets kids out of their shells because you form meaningful and passionate friendships and also relationships with your teachers too. And I think that's what makes Vanier so special. We're a community, and more than a community, it feels like a family. And graduating this year will be the hardest thing ever because relationships in Vanier seem so important, and the relationships I've made here are ones that will last the rest of my life, genuinely.
走走停停，顺着少年漂流的痕迹，迈出车站的前一刻，竟有些犹豫，不禁笑着，心想情节人无可避免，而长夜的天依旧那么暖，风吹起了从前。Once in this life again, I will miss me, believe in fairness forbidden. Without any fear of going down in flame. Now I have tasted it all. When I recall, my heart is beset by a high wall. Just for your smile, I can't resist but fall. 我曾能在把也许才知道，越长比那西装不慌，不能挣扎，不做挣扎，不惧笑话。我曾将青春翻涌成塔，也曾指尖弹出盛夏，心之所动，且就随缘去吧。逆着光心凑然风吹雨打。 Stuttering along the bumpy road I find so far I've climbed. Wonder whether I have lost you or myself behind. In my gentle reverie, love can defeat the time. Again in my sight, feeble morning light, your smile is so bright. 从前初识这世间，万般流连，看着天边似在眼前，也甘愿赴汤蹈火去走它一遍。如今走过这世间，万般流连，翻过岁月不同侧脸，猝不及防闯入你的笑颜。I dream to enter and face if okay then encounter my dear soul, maybe in the way in blazing fate defying hate. Years of bloom once rolled the past with fate, singing our love with no chill. Listen to your heart and just let it rain.
Hello 2021 graduates, families, and staff. My name is Nandy Palmer, and I'm the Superintendent of Education for Learning Network 11. All around the world, cultures celebrate rituals that mark transitions from one stage of life to another. Graduation is one such similar transition milestone. It is a celebration of what has been and what is to come for you. And graduates, it is as much of an event for your loved ones as it is for you. I know this year's ceremony is different from the traditional graduation we have all come to know, but nonetheless, we will be celebrating each and every one of you. The past 2 years have been very challenging for everyone, with many experiencing injustices and all of us seeing various forms of oppression and racism play out at home and across the world. But we've also seen people coming together with kindness and care to support one another. What I've learned is that out of challenge comes the will to create change for betterment. I hope you have learned the same. Each of you has the ability and the opportunity to take actions and make choices that will impact you and those around you in the local and global community in a positive way. Today, feel a sense of accomplishment as you reflect on your life to this moment. Who you have become to this point means that you can only continue to learn and to grow and to leave a positive footprint. So, as you move forward, be thankful for every experience. Learn from the positive experiences and also learn from the mistakes. And always own your mistakes. Value and nurture relationships with family, friends, peers, everyone around you. Be true to yourself. Bring your authentic self to whatever you choose to do next. Create the world you want to live in. If there was ever a time to dare, to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it is now. Whatever you choose for yourself, I remind you to choose kindness and choose integrity. And always remember to also be kind to yourself. Thank you to everyone who has worked to make this very unique graduation experience a true celebration for graduates and their families. On behalf of the Toronto District School Board Senior Leadership Team, congratulations and best wishes to you all, class of 2021. Take care, everyone.
Hey friends, I'm James, I'm your trustee. I'm standing right in front of your school, Georgia Vanier right here. I just want to say congratulations on graduating from high school. This is a special day for you, and normally I'd make a speech, I'd encourage you and wish you good luck, but you know what, this has been such a crazy year. Lots of things have happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the speech right here, and I'm going to play you a song that I wrote just for this occasion. I really hope you like it. Congratulations once again and good luck in the future.
Today, I wanna sing you a song to share with you the journey we've been traveling on. We've turned many corners, so many unknowns. The year we imagined turned upside down. This year is just a passing moment in our story of life. And keep your head up high and just keep on trying. And it may be hard to see the day when this will all just go away, but keep your dreams alive on this very special day. A very special day.
Hello everyone, it's Shelley Carroll, your city councillor. I've known so many of you all the way back to the days when I was a trustee in the schools in this area. And so I'm very excited that you are the class of 2021. It's been really hard to get through 2020 and 2021 for you and your families. It's been hard for all of us in one way or another. But I'm really excited for you all because I know that as you step out the door in 2021, you're a big part of the future. Toronto, our neighborhood, Canada has a lot to do now to rebuild and recover, and you're going to be part of it. You're entering the world of work at the most exciting time. And I know that you will all put really all of your best effort into it. So congratulations on getting through in the most difficult circumstances. And I'm really rooting for you as you go forward into the future. All the best from me and my team.
Hello, John Tory here, Mayor of Toronto, and congratulations on graduating high school. I remember well how exciting it was, and it is indeed an exciting moment for each and every one of you. I know that this year's graduation is going to be different. Prom will be different, but I hope you take the time nonetheless to give yourselves a pat on the back for all that you have accomplished during this very challenging year. COVID-19 has changed a lot of how we do things, including schooling, as you well know. But I can assure you that if last year has taught us anything, it's that young Torontonians are tough, you're resilient. And while this year has been challenging, graduating is an important moment in your lives that is worth celebrating, is worth acknowledging. You've got the world ahead of you, filled with all kinds of possibilities and opportunities, especially in this city and in this country. For some, that might be college or university, which will be another new and exciting chapter in your lives. For others, it may be a career that starts off right away in the trades or similarly valued occupations. But I have no doubt that you will go on to achieve great things and make valued contributions and be good people, which is the most important thing of all. You've already made our city proud. You've made sacrifices along the way, doing your last year virtually, doing the things that we called upon you to do to follow the rules to keep each other healthy. And I want to thank you for that. We've all had a part to play in stopping the spread of COVID-19 so far, and the job's not done yet. But I know that put a lot of pressure on high school students, for example, to stay home and to be safe and not to do a lot of the things you would have rather been doing. I hope that notwithstanding all of this, that you have an exciting prom and celebration. This is a moment to remember, and while it must be safe, please have fun and revel in the moment. You only do it once. I wish you all the very best as you head into the next chapter of your lives. Congratulations again, and please don't forget one thing. Don't forget to say thank you to your teachers. Every single student that graduates has had a lot of help from teachers along the way. They have a very important job to do, and they do it very well. And secondly, say thank you to your parents, because they've put up with a lot. If you think back on some of the days that passed over your high school years, you have every reason to give them some thanks. So congratulations again, and good luck.
Hello everyone, this is Han Dong, Member of Parliament for Damali North. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the 2021 graduating class of George Vanier Secondary School. COVID-19 has been continuously bringing changes and challenges to many aspects of our daily life. You might have felt isolation, lack of motivation, or self-doubt during the hybrid learning process. But now you made it. And I commend you for doing everything you can to make it a good year. I want to make sure you know how proud we are of you, your parents, family, friends, and the entire community are celebrating your huge success together. We all look forward to seeing that you make the best out of this summer and the years to come. You worked hard, and it's time for us to celebrate your accomplishments. Once again, on behalf of the House of Commons, I want to offer my sincere congratulations to the entire graduating class of 2021 at George Vanier Secondary School. Thank you, and stay safe.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Hill, and I'm just wanting to congratulate all of the students at George S. Vanier who have finished a year, perhaps finished their entire high school period. I know it's been a tough time. It's a really rough way to have gone through the last year or two. I know this from children in my own family as well. And I just want to say, keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and find all ways you can to enjoy life and to stay safe. And please do get vaccinated. Take care. Congratulations.
Hello, Vanier. Graham Townsend here. I graduated from George Vanier Secondary School in 1985, so a long time ago. I just wanted to reach out to you to, first of all, congratulate you all on your graduation. This has most certainly been a very difficult year, to say the least. I can't say that I've ever experienced anything that you guys are experiencing now at such a young age. All I can really think about in terms of my experience at Vanier is how incredibly awesome it was. I loved it so much there. Actually, I spent 5 years at George Vanier, and they were the most fun years of my life. I loved the school, my friends, teachers, especially the teachers. We had great teachers when I was there. And it reminds me of something that happened when I graduated. Mr. Fitzgibbons, my social studies teacher, on the very last day of school, actually, said to us that we were about to complete the best years of our lives. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, is that it? Here I am, 19 years old, and these are the best years of my life. It's not going to get any better than this. And I can tell you now that, 35, 36 years later, Mr. Fitzgibbons was wrong. Life just got better and better and better. And I really do think it's like how I felt when I went to school at Vanier. I had a lot of friends who went to private schools, and they would often try to convince me that I was getting an inferior education by going to George Vanier. And I always felt that you got out of school what you put into it. And so I believe I proved my friends wrong. From George Vanier, I was able to receive a full scholarship to play college hockey in the United States. I was able to get into Cornell University and a school called Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, which these two schools were very difficult to get into, even for a hockey player, to be honest with you. And it was a very competitive environment at those schools. I ended up going to Rensselaer, and it was the toughest academic environment that I've ever experienced. I got that training from Vanier. I was able to look at the world in a different way, I think. I felt that I learned how to look at the world in a very positive way, that I could achieve anything I wanted to achieve if I put my mind to it. And I really learned that, not just from my family, of course, but from going to school at George Vanier. Again, the teachers instilled this confidence in us, and I'm sure that element still exists. So I want to, again, congratulate you on what you have achieved. You have completed the most difficult time of your life, the last year, and you've come through with flying colors. I will tell you that I'm forever the optimist, and I know that this pandemic is going to end. But I will tell you that there will be difficult times ahead for sure. But because you've had this experience, you have to get out of it what you put into it, and you really have to look at it in a positive way. Even there's been tragedies, people have lost their jobs, people have lost their lives, and it's been a terrible, terrible thing. But you've survived, and you've not only done that, but you've thrived. And I want you to remember that as you march forward in your lives, off to university, off to college, or off to the working world. And you're going to experience more difficulty as you go along. But I will assure you that if you hold on to what you learned from this past year and what you've learned from your families about perseverance, resilience, faith, and hope, you will get through those future difficult times. I promise you, and I'm sure your teachers and advisors and people in your lives have told you the same thing, but I promise you that things will get better. And I want you to remember my words, guys, because I really do believe, again, that through adversity, we build strength. All right, so again, Graham Townsend, class of 1985, congratulations and best of luck for your future endeavors, everybody. Bye.
You made it. A phrase that can be said to those who graduated, or anyone who successfully dominated. However, is the phrase really true? Because there's always so much left to do. Maybe getting a fulfilling job, or meeting someone who makes your heart throb. Whatever the case may be, there's still plenty we've yet to see. Another issue of this phrase that I'd like to share is that it focuses on the destination, and not how we got there. It tells nothing of the struggles we faced, or the goals we chased, but it only focuses on the result, and not the process that flung us there like a catapult. Although, I guess those stories will be difficult to tell, and I guess short and sweet works just as well. Hopefully, I'll hear your story, in all its challenges and glory. So for now, I guess I'll wait a bit, and just begrudgingly say, you made it.
Hi class of 21, congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I'm so proud of all of you. We've come this far and now we're graduating high school. I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us, and I wish you the best of luck. Bye! To put it simply, we all felt like we were juggling university, grades, and what we had left of extracurriculars while trying to learn to ride the unicycle that is online learning. Okay, maybe that's not the best comparison, but this year was a lot.
I hope you've been doing well in your final weeks of grade 12. It's a shame we have to meet this way, but better late than never. The end of this month marks the end of our senior year at Vanier, and while it did not end the way we would have liked it to, it's still important we hold our heads up high and be proud for making it through everything that life has thrown at us.
My focus on mental health has allowed me to understand all types of people, which is important because if it's one thing that defines our generation, it's who we are and how we express. Because this year, we've lost so much. We need to live in the moment and go down memory lane, not stress about the future. So I'm gonna talk about us, because it's personality that creates community. It's socialization that creates relationships. And above all, it's the students that define the school.
Going into grade 9, I wanted to make sure that I made the most out of my high school experience. In doing that, I found myself being involved in many aspects of the school, including sports, arts, and academics. As a result, I ended up interacting with many of you, created new friends, and I can say that I've truly missed it. Let me just congratulate this year's graduating class. It's been a tough year, but we made it through, and I'm proud of us for that.
Hey class of 21, the following is brought to you by yours truly, Aisha and Vel. We're in grade 12 now, and that's crazy to think because it feels like only yesterday we came into Vanier as clueless grade 9s, bumping into the wrong lockers and getting lost on the first floor. We had no idea what we were coming in for. We didn't know how Miss Maharaj groups her problems, or that Melissa is actually one of the homies. We didn't know that Mr. D'Souza lived in the gym, or that Madame Queenis can speak your language better than you can. We had no idea exactly how much power class managers had in Yostros's class, or that in a school full of athletes and bodybuilders, Miss Stopnicki is truly the strongest of us all. We didn't know that walking into Tolosi's class with shoes is a crime punishable by death. And above all else, we know that nobody was mentally prepared to face Elf yourself every holiday assembly. And although there was a lot we didn't know, we knew one thing for sure. We were all going through it together. And now looking back at it, that's 4 years gone. That's 1,460 days of memories, laughs, and moments gone by. And yeah, we do have a lot to cherish and miss. We'll miss the giant cardboard Drake smiling at us in the front foyer every day. We'll miss the amazing art painted on our hallways and those drawn on the doors of our washroom stalls. We'll miss the runs to Peanut, whether that's in the freezing cold winter or scorching hot summer. We'll miss Van Radio's questionable playlists blasting every single morning. We'll miss playing Street Fighter in the yearbook room and printing all our last-minute assignments in the resource room. We'll miss eating our lunch and goofing around the hallways by our lockers, and we'll miss cheering the maroon and gold on the court and on the field. We'll miss Summer Bash, Vibe, Caravan, and the Halloween Carnival. We'll miss all the memories, laughs, and moments. And although we're all going to be moving on, some of us far from here, we don't need to worry, because there are some things in the school that'll never change. Mr. Street's beats will always hit harder than anything on the Billboard Top 100. Burton will never stop telling people that him and Lawrence are brothers. Deji will stay the realest of them all, and Miss Yoon, bless her heart, will always keep pushing her test back a week for us. Bodden will keep telling hilarious jokes with a straight face, and Miss Davidson will always be the best part of the Vanier library. Lawrence will continue to teach his classes with passion and emotion like the energetic little bunny rabbit he is, while Miss Moore, Caton, and Sarawan will always be sassy and proud of it. Clenman will keep teaching Majestica into every single band class, while Miss Cathretta will never stop teaching good math. Miss Salakis will never fail to bring the roof down with her guitar and leather jacket, and Miss Joseph will always keep remixing your favorite Christmas songs. And if you're gonna bet money on anything, you can bet money on the fact that people will always keep pulling fire alarms in the middle of winter. There are so many little parts that make this school what it is, and these last 4 years what they were. And although there are a lot of special moments, this is just the beginning. Because we are not just some ordinary class. We are the class that saw the world shut down in a way that's never been seen before. We are the class that witnessed the Raptors and Bianca make Toronto the city of champions. We are the class that experienced province-wide strikes and budget cuts. And we are the class that's felt the lowest of lows and the highest of highs. We are not just some ordinary class. We've been through so much together, and it's done nothing but prepare us for this crazy up and down roller coaster called life. And in that spirit, we wish you guys nothing but love, success, and happiness on the road ahead, wherever it takes you. Thank you, Vanier, and we hope you all have a wonderful graduation.